Hey everybody, Blaze here for Crackberry.com, and now that the 4G LTE Playbook is out and available for purchase across Canadian carriers, there's been a lot of questions about whether or not the updated 1.5 gigahertz processor in the 4G LTE version is any better than the 1 gigahertz processor which is in the Wi-Fi version. Now, I've done some testing on my own to see whether or not that would be the case, and I did notice that a few things tend to load a little bit faster, and then some other stuff doesn't necessarily load any faster at all. So I figured I would do up this video, show you guys some of the stuff that does tend to load a little bit faster, and some of the stuff that may possibly lag a little bit. So yeah, let's go ahead and have a quick look. First thing we'll do is go ahead and open up Blackberry App World here and see which one takes the cake. So the LTE won that one by a mile, actually. Let's go ahead and just install an app. That was something else that I noticed that tends to happen a little bit quicker on the LTE version. Let's go ahead and install Battery Watch, and what I'll do is actually just go ahead and tap on them and see which one actually loads it up first as well. So I've already installed that, but I'll reinstall it. Let's go ahead and click on download. And the LTE version is already halfway installed and done, and the Wi-Fi version downloaded, installing, Jeopardy, and done. So yeah, the LTE version seems to install everything faster there, even with 2 bars of LTE coverage and full Wi-Fi. There's absolutely nothing downloading on my Wi-Fi right now, so that's kind of interesting. Let's load up the podcast application as well and see how that works out for us. And the LTE version took that as well. Let's dive into a category and see. So let's just tap on technology here. And the LTE version definitely pulled that down a little bit faster. The other thing people are probably going to be wondering about is games as well. Whoops, go away. So let's go ahead and load up Need for Speed. You can see the LTE version's already well ahead, while the Wi-Fi version just managed to load it up. The other thing that people were concerned about was with the browser. Actually, let's do that again. I'll show you guys how fast each individual browser loads up. So, wait, go. And I've managed to clear all the cookies and the stuff out of here before, so I do have a couple of bookmarks, but they don't get cached unless you actually open them, because I cleared all the cookies and the local storage. So let's go ahead and load up Crackberry.com, because I know a lot of people have mentioned does the browser actually load faster? What's the case there? From my experience, sometimes it loads faster, sometimes it doesn't. It really kind of does depend. But we'll try a few sites here, and then you guys can draw your own conclusions, really. And load up Crackberry. The LTE version already grabbed it. Pulling it down. Still loading though. And LTE version's fully loaded. And Wi-Fi just now loaded. I'll try one more website for you guys as well. Try iMore because it's short and I'm kind of lazy at typing like this. And go. And again, the LTE version pulls ahead. Fully loaded. Wi-Fi version still lagging a little bit behind. And yeah, blocky. Oops. Tapped on it. So yeah, in some cases the browser does tend to load up a little bit quicker. YouTube, let's try YouTube, see how fast that pulls stuff up. Actually, let's try that again as well. Much like the browser, I didn't show you guys how fast each individual one loaded up. So let's go ahead, open YouTube. And the LTE version, open that up. We'll just flip through some of the stuff here just to see what loads quicker on the tabs. Let's try a search. Search. And let's just try loading a video. And the Wi-Fi version seemed to load that up a little bit faster. What else? I guess that's pretty much it. That gives you a good indication of what's actually going on. Let's try the onboard video just to see if that loads up any faster as well. Yeah, the LTE version opened up video a little bit faster. Let's try it on board opening video. That's pretty much on par. A few milliseconds behind, but loads it up fairly quickly still. So, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. It depends on the application that you're using and, your connectivity and stuff like that. I imagine if I didn't have as much LTE connectivity on there as what I do, some of the stuff would lag behind a little bit more, but I think it's kind of telling that I only have 2 bars of LTE and it's pulling stuff up that quick. Faster than some of the stuff anyways, faster than what my Wi-Fi version is. Let's load up the National Film Board app. And it looked like the Wi-Fi one took that. So yeah, again, one of those things, I don't necessarily know which one is faster, whether or not that speed difference, by a couple of milliseconds is worth it all, whatever the case may be to you, but it does seem to be a little bit faster overall in terms of opening applications, installing applications, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys will want to stay tuned. We got some more help guides coming up for you, and of course, we'll be doing up the full review. But for now, that's it. You guys take care.
Blackberry.com